So, in this episode of DC Conversations today, we have with us Gopi Byluppala, a food enthusiast, a food entrepreneur, and the founder of the Culinary Lounge in Hyderabad. And most importantly, a passionate storyteller of Telugu cuisine and the cultural aspects associated with it. So, welcome to DC Conversations, Gopi Garu.
Thank you, Charita.
Thank you for talking to us. Now, just before we were speaking and talking a lot about Telugu cuisine, so in short, could you just share your journey about how you got into this and why this, concept of regional cuisine, Telugu cuisine focus?
I come from a background where my mom is from coastal Andhra, Kakinada, and my dad is from Rayalaseema. I still ask how this marriage happened, two extreme cultures, but now it is okay. But that time it is very distinct cultures. And my dad loves Venkateshwara Swami, so he decided that he will settle in Tirupati. So that Tirupati is a border of Tamil Nadu, right? So we have a lot of Tamil influence also was there in our home, coastal Andhra influence and Rayalaseema influence, and Tirupati has a very peculiar mix of fusion. So my kitchen used to witness all this, and I'm fortunate where my mom learned Rayalaseema cuisine from my grandmom, paternal grandma, which is my dad's mom, and she brought the coastal Andhra thing. And we are a joint family. A lot of times my mom used to be in the kitchen day long, and I used to play there, chat with her. That's where I started developing the love for kitchen. That is something where I love for kitchen. And 7 years is the age where I started doing my own experimentations in the kitchen because I started spoiling my mom's curries, and she was getting all the things from my dad or my uncles that why this curries. She said Gopi has added something, and she gave me a separate no Yadana, just go, you do your thing, don't spoil my curry. I started love to kitchen and food then, and my dad, we were dining in the kitchen itself. We used to be very big kitchen. So my dad used to be very pleasant in the kitchen. My uncle used to be very much laughter, jokes and all we were having in the kitchen. Outside the kitchen, they might be angry, but never ever I saw them angry in the kitchen. That's when I understood that okay, good food makes people calm is the lesson where I learned in the very beginning of my life. And my mom used to personalize the food based upon the guest coming. If Charita Garu is coming, she'll ask my dad what does she like, whether she's vegetarian, non-vegetarian. Okay, if somebody is coming for a coffee, she'll make sure instead of chai, the coffee. That okay, then I understood food is all about the other person, and we should actually understand what we are serving. It's not a formality where I'm giving you. It is like a pure. And she used to cook with a lot of love. Again, I understood that okay, this is all about whom we are serving or cooking is most important. And surprisingly, I understood other subtle thing that if my mom is cooking for someone, she used to be very happy, and the person who is dining also is appreciating and relishing the food. That means it matters the quality produce, the person cooking, the energy goes into it, and that is eventually the experience what the other person is having. All these are subtle lessons where I learned in my kitchen, in my home.
So, the element of hospitality, good food, good conversations,
Yeah,
and the warmth associated with it. So
yeah,
that you've taken it and brought it into the culinary launch.
yeah. That is my foundation. That is my found. I'm not a graduate from any hospitality school, but my foundation was in my kitchen. That's when this came.
But you also have the distinct of being the first food entrepreneur, starting these supper sessions and
Yes,
a lot of other things. So
yes,
you had actually brought it to Hyderabad. So a little bit of that journey also,
yeah,
which will also be very encouraging because all of this is now coming out. I mean, you're probably noticing that for these supper events are
yes.
happening
Supper clubs
slowly.
are trending
Yeah.
now.
So anything that you would like to share about how you can conduct that also, because you've seen it, you've done it,
Yeah.
and you've experienced it.
Okay. The same what I was saying about I saw my mom, right? So we thought of doing a social experiment in 2013. We thought of inviting 10 strangers and hosting. My mom didn't believe in the thing why somebody will dine, but we did an experimentation. This was in 2013 we have done. Out of 10 slots, because my dining table was accommodative for 10, we only opened 10 slots. And my mom, I asked her, do your best. Like you are best at Kakinada, do your Kakinada cuisine, coastal Andhra cuisine. So 9 people turned out. They paid in 2013. The each person I charged $500. They paid and they came, and then we started doing it again and again. Among the guests, they started replicating, saying that Gopi, I have a farm. Can I host in farm? Somebody, a Tamilian, said that I want to show an Iyengar culture. That culture started then, and we trained almost 55 home chefs. Out of them, now few people are running the cloud kitchen, few people are doing their own snack, and few people are still doing their catering, small catering. So I'm very happy that we are the India's first supper club, where when Guardian did an R&D and research, in India we are there. There is one Israeli startup and one US startup was there. Now people are doing very actively and very happy. And we still do here a lot of experiences, but we don't call it supper club. But under Culinary Lounge, we do a lot of such experiences and dinners. My main interest is at the time also how, as a strangers, Charita Garu and Gopi will dine and know about each other was my that thought is still the same. How to connect people over the food. My philosophy is never eat alone. I never break my lunch or dinner. Whatever maybe, even with a stranger, I'm okay, but I can't have alone. So
Food is the best icebreaker.
for me, food is a universal social lubricant.
Okay.
I call it that way. I met 985 strangers on food alone, and still I love to meet anyone over food or coffee. That is something that I love to.
So, what is that one unique aspect that makes you believe that regional cuisine can be a part of tourism and all these activities that are coming up now?
Okay. See, Chirvagar, this is something where we all know that the narrative is very powerful. If people are going to Japan, people are going to Paris, people are going to Korea, many times the idea is to taste the food also. It's not always about sightseeing. Food plays a vital role. And out of five people, every five people, one traveler is selecting the destination based upon food. Even Goa has proved it.
There is a foodie in every group.
Yeah, there is foodie in every group. Out of five people, the stat says one person in five travelers travel only for food. If that place doesn't have interesting food, maybe there is a great sightseeing, but it comes under priority too. Until there is a interesting food, the selection is becoming very difficult. So that is something where I read a lot of international reports and studies. So regional stories are becoming an identity. People who are traveling now, they want a purpose to travel. They want a reason why I should come to Telangana. They need a story behind the thing. Before I give you Sekinalu, you will be attracted to the story, then you will release Sekinalu better. So all those aspects are across the world happening the same. I felt Telugu cuisine should raise the bar. I operate a lot of times from Amsterdam. I have a base there also. When I introduce as a Telugu citizen or someone who comes from Telugu, they'll easily say, "Oh, I know India. Okay, I tasted your butter naan and butter chicken." I said, "Great, I'm happy, but there is a lot of cuisine. We have Telugu." Then they say, "Okay." Many times they say, "Okay, South India is all about Telugu." No, again they think biryani is South India. So there is a lot of uh, identity crisis where Telugu states doesn't have a clear culinary identity globally. So, and again, there is a lot. Oh, no, man, Telugu spices, that is a spicy food. That is a greasy food. No, Telugu food is not all about greasy and spicy. There is a marvelous dishes where very palate friendly dishes also there. So, Italian cuisine, 1 week before UNESCO has declared it as
Number
heritage, right? Number one. My obsession is the next 5 years, one of these five sub cuisines in Telugu should get that recognition.
So, talking about Telugu cuisine, I mean, just to add to your conversation, now the Gongura and Palakura Pappu have made it to the menu in Delhi.
Yeah.
So the Gongura chutney was in Vladimir Putin's menu for
Yeah.
when he had come to India
Yes.
for a dinner,
Yes.
and we had Palakura Pappu in Prime Minister Modi's
Yes.
menu for the India meet.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a very happy moment that that's an authentic Telugu dish is in the Delhi circles.
Yeah. And we should make it more and more.
It's a matter of pride for
Yeah,
us.
recently, CMO's office also said the same, that every delegate coming to Telangana should taste this land's food. They should not be again going with an assumption, okay, this is it. So
Yeah. So just tell us more about what happened at the summit, at the global summit, your experience there and your conversation with the CM.
see, it is a very bright thought of leadership and state that they said that, okay, why should a delegate coming to Telangana, the first bite should not be a biscuit or a cookie, which is again available everywhere. That is the leadership thought where they said that, okay, Gopi, can we execute this? So what I have done is making sure that, okay, we have selected five dishes. we thought they should know the story of Adilabad forest. So we requested the Adivasi women to make 1500 Ippapu laddus, and they sent with a lot of love. That story we have made a cue card, and we got Makkapelalu from Kamareddy, and Mr. Ravi is the person whose life is all about Makkapelalu. He makes Makkapelalu. It came from there, and Badam Ki Jali from Hussaini family, and Sakinalu and Appalu made by rural families here who settled in Hyderabad. The stories and the food being tinned and given to every delegate who came to Global Summit. They were relishing, they were reading story, they were talking, they were biting. It is a very pride of Telangana's land. Telangana food is being served to all these delegates, and the CMO is very happy. And now they very soon there will be a day in future where every diplomat and delegate coming to Telangana, they will taste and go back with something regional, which is hyper regional. So it won't stay with summit. Now it is extending to as a policy for every delegate coming to Telangana, they will go back with memory. I want them to smell, eat, taste, and remember the taste and the flavor of Telangana while go to Japan or Korea back. Talk about it there. That is something, the stories we are working on. Thank you for the appreciation.
It's been 7 years now since you started the launch.
Yes.
So what do you do here? What are all the experiential events that you have here? Could you just elaborate a little more?
Okay. We work with a lot of Fortune 100 companies. Lucky that we've been recognized and trusted. Deloitte and Google, I tell it very openly, these two entities trusted us a lot when we said that we will handle your teams in the kitchen. They were experimental. They were said that, okay, this is something where we want to do. From then on, almost every Fortune 100 companies, CXOs, delegates, clients, customers, teams come to us, and we host their team engagement programs in the kitchen. We teach storytelling in the kitchen. We teach cohesiveness, gender equality. Take any corporate leadership team, we demonstrate in the kitchen. That is why all these teams love to come to us.
So teaching leadership sessions through food and
Through
cooking.
food. They do, we have 6 stations. We give all the ingredients. They do the cooking part. While cooking, the corporate leadership programs will come into picture. Like I'll say that, okay, assume all the 6 stations are food carts. How can your pachi pulisi or biryani can be distinct from other station? So they need to put a creative thought. Okay, my presentation, my storytelling, my price point, again, they have to work as a team. So we have parameters how they work, and we award and reward one team who does the best. And I always say that without storytelling in this era, nobody can succeed. So that is maybe you are a Java developer and I am a tester, but we both should be able to tell our work to at least our manager better and the client better. For that, storytelling is important. That's what we nudge a lot in the kitchen.
So it also helps them open up and work better in a team.
Yes. Yes, and we trained almost 5,500 kids here so far in the culinary space.
Okay.
Parents ask us, Gopi, how many recipes you teach my kid? I said, we don't go by recipe. Recipes is a summary. 2 things I will do, madam. One is I'll introduce kitchen in a very respectful way for your child. Second thing is I'll teach failure to your child. The first lesson in our kitchen would be failure. A lot of parents would, the moment they put in the kitchen, they expect the kid will come out as a master chef with amazing cookie. Neither the parent is able to accept, neither the kid is able to accept that the cookie is flawed. I saw trays flying in the air. You don't believe. Many Arjun Reddys we saw. The kids were not able to hold the hanger. That cookie is not right. But I said, what will you do when a girl says no to you when you're 25 years? What will you do when a HR rejects you? What will you do when an investor rejects you? Rejection should be prepared in this age, so they won't be taking extreme steps. You know all the toxic and stress, because nobody taught us how to deal the failure. Everybody was preparing for a success. When failure comes, nobody is able to do. That's where we are youngsters losing their lives. People are spoiling into drugs. This is a very subtle way I deal with it, but this is something I believe is a necessity where the problem has to be addressed in the beginning.
You take these sessions to schools also?
Schools come to us.
They come to you. Okay.
Yeah, we do that. Yeah.
Now, talking about the recent the Telangana Culinary Experiential Tourism Accelerator.
Okay.
You've signed MOUs and you've been part of it.
Yeah.
Could you please share more about that? And
Okay.
what is that whole ecosystem and how you're supporting all the chefs, local chefs, rural farmers, and all of that? So that's a very interesting aspect, which I think people like you have started, which needs to be known.
See, I believe in that a state like Telangana should have a lot of food innovation. As an entrepreneur, I'm doing my bit. I can still continue my bit, but somewhere the ecosystem also has to be very much thriving. For that, I always think without Y Combinator kind of an accelerators, it is very, I mean, the possibility of another Uber or a Facebook, it needs that kind of a nurturing. So that is where we felt, okay, food space should have an accelerator. That accelerator's vision is to brew a lot of innovative companies in food tech and hospitality. And for that, we need to get strengths from other countries like Netherlands. It took 2 years for me to convince Netherlands government to come to Telangana and to see our ecosystem. And we hosted in VHub, and we made a MOU signed between Culinary Lounge and Telangana government and Netherlands. They're very good with research. They're very good with food tech, agri tech, dairy tech, and that is what something where I felt that okay, why can't these bright minds work along with the ecosystem of Telangana and work with all the food entrepreneurs and ecosystem to raise the bar of our food innovation. And for me, I want even the Adivasi women who is actually earning 5 lakhs or 4 lakhs in forest with making Eppu laddu, they should also be part of it. And of course, this application can't be tech driven. This application would be even open and very easy for non-techies also to apply. And of course, there is an urban entrepreneur, woman or a man can also apply. So we take maybe 10 startups per year. We nurture them for 90 days to 120 days, and we give them market access. We give them branding, funding, support in the positioning, and then they'll be ready for upper game. So this is the vision of what we are going to do. This is the India's first, actually Asia's first accelerator for food. What a government and an entrepreneurs both are coming together and making a JV and making it happen. So thanks to the Telangana leadership team. Even Andhra Chandrababu Naidu garu has signed an MOU 3 years to develop the culinary tourism in Andhra.
That's great.
Where we have signed in CII Summit.
Okay.
They are also asking, Gopi, can we have an accelerator in collaboration with Ratan Tata Institute of Innovation, right? They have RTIH.
They've started
So
recently, yeah.
we are having a conversation with them also.
So very soon you'll be stepping foot into Andhra also.
Yeah, we have done a research. Last 2 years, we have done a deep research in Telugu cuisine, and now the plan is to apply and use that research for more entrepreneurs and investors, and even positioning ourselves better in a global.
So that Onamalu project of yours,
Yes.
is that part of all of that?
Yeah, Onamalu is dedicated for a research which has done 40,000 kilometers research we have done in both the Telugu states.
Okay.
And now we'll still continue. That is barely we scratch the surface.
So how do you do it? You collaborate with the local chefs, or
Yes.
what is the, I mean, who
Okay.
can be a part of it? Like somebody's watching, they can also come and contribute or, be part of the research.
How we have done so far, I'll tell you. Like we go to a village. Suppose we went to Vijayawada. We did a research in Vijayawada. Before going to Vijayawada, we try to get few collaborators in Vijayawada or nearby. There are a lot of youngsters. What I observed is regional pride is not in state level. It is at a village level. Amma, are you coming to my village? I'll be with you whole day. I'll show you my village. I'll show you where my food is better. I'll show you where the produce is better. They are dedicating that one whole day for us to show around the village or a district or a city, making us understand the village. Even though I'm a Teluguite, I know this land from 40 years. The first rule we wrote is we'll not go with assumptions. We'll unlearn, learn, and then relearn about our own land. So all these people helped us, and we do a community meets in the villages. We understand about the produce and food and recipes. We have documented nearly 1,000 recipes in both the Telugu stands, and we come back to Hyderabad. We share our story, and we invite few people, and we make them the taste and recipes what we have learned there. We will again try to replicate, and the food will be tasted. So while eating, while eating one of the Uttarandhara food, you will understand what is the stories we have documented. And we call few people like Kranti Garu came from Uttarandhra. He's a director, Palasa. He narrated half an hour about a story of a cashew, how that one community is struggling and that charm is lost and the people are struggling. And the cashew still is one of the, Palasa cashew is the best.
Yeah.
One of the Bollywood actress who came to Tollywood, the assistant director gave her the half kg cashew. She forgot the whole movie experience. She was talking about only the cashew it seems. That is the power of food. That is a soft power. Those stories have to be come out, narrated well. More people will visit Palasa, more cashew will go outside, and more cashew will be consumed. That is how the rural economy will be developed. Accelerated tourism, everything is interlinked. My vision is, can we make 10,000 crore revenue in Telangana in next 5 years in culinary tourism? And can we create more rural jobs? Can we create more rural stories? Can we tell these stories across global platforms? This is the madness where we and my team will work on.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I think for somebody who's vociferously fighting for the identity of Telugu cuisine and to put it on the global map, tourism and cuisine global map, I think we have a long way to go. But then people like you, we could probably take it up further and faster.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Charvika. Nice conversation with you.